Mi gente, I promised myself that I would never, ever give another word away for free. But how can I deny to give you knowledge and wisdom that has been supplied to me so freely and so abundantly? And this word has been eating away at my soul since yesterday. And I know somebody's gonna eat. I moved away from home at the tender age of 14. And a couple months shy of my 16th birthday, I was going to get kicked out of school because I was never there. I had 2 full-time jobs, and so I had to write the provincial exams, because I grew up in Canada, so that I could graduate and leave school and work full-time. At the time, I had 2 jobs. One was at a burger joint called Red Robin, and the other was at the Showcase store, as seen on TV. For the purpose of this message, I want to focus on the as seen on TV store. Now, though I did not work on commission, my manager, Shirley, was a tight ass. And she was a lifer for this company. So she wanted us to make sales. We had to do demos every day at work. And Shirley would assign me to the garlic press or to the lava lamps, and I wasn't selling shit, but I was bringing people in. And so Shirley, she really didn't like me, and I knew that she was about to fire me, but I needed this job so that I could pay my bills and afford my lifestyle. And so the following day I went in, and whatever she assigned me to, I didn't focus on selling anything. All I did was observe. At the end of my shift, I knew that Shirley was pissed off. And so before she could say a word, I said, listen, Shirley, I know that you want to fire me, but I just want you to give me one more chance. Tomorrow, I want to come in, but don't assign me to anything. I'm going to do it my way. She agreed, and so the following day, I showed up in my leggings. I pulled up the Giselle to the very front of the store, not outside of the store because we were in a mall, but just at the entrance of our store, and I started to demo that Giselle away. And when I would see a man walk by, I would suddenly need to get some water because I was the youngest salesperson at that store, and I had finally found where I fit in. The men would see me and they would come running into the store. And even men that were married would come in with their wives. And the wives even loved me because I wasn't looking to take their man, And so they felt comfortable to open up to me. And I was selling these Giselles and these, I can't even remember the other one. It was like a butt rocker or something like that. I was selling them like hotcakes, and they were the most expensive items in the store. But what happened was that the other salespeople, though Shirley was ecstatic, they started to hate me because people would come in for the show and they would not be making any sales in their products. And so Shirley was riding their asses. Eventually, I began to plateau. And so I had to go home and reevaluate my sales technique. I knew that I was in the right place, but I had to expand my vision in order to grow. And so what did I do? I noticed that once I sold one Giselle and one butt rocker, you don't need 12 butt rockers. And so the people that tended to come, they didn't come for the product. They came because of me. And so I had to learn how to keep these customers coming into the store but still making sales. And so, Mary Jo over there on the rotisserie, the guys would come in and watch me on the Giselle and the butt rocker for a little while, and then I'd be like, yo, do you smell that chicken? You should go check out Mary Jo's rotisserie chicken. And I wouldn't be trying to take the sale from her. Even though it was I who brought the customer in, we were working as a team. And so Mary Jo's sales started to skyrocket. She would be selling all of these rotisseries. And because the men, they wanted to please me, not only would they buy the rotisseries on Mary Jo's number or whatever they use, but they would buy a rotisserie for me. And Shirley would come in and be like, what's going on, Michelle? Okay, you sold like a couple ab rockers and butt rockers and Giselle's, but you sold 17 damn rotisseries. And Mary Jo, your sales have doubled. What's going on? And Shirley used to take me for lunch because she knew that I wasn't taking her position. But I had wisdom at not even 16 years old to add. At Christmas time, I did not have to worry about gifts. I was like, you get a rotisserie, and you get a rotisserie, and you get a rotisserie. Nigel, who looked like Quasimodo, was selling his pens, and Ben was selling his garlic presses, and everybody was making a sale. And everybody would come into the store because of the dynamic and the family environment. We were not selling the product. We were selling an experience. And I said all of this because somebody needs to hear this word, because somebody keeps hearing no. Somebody keeps hearing that they're not enough. And somebody keeps hearing that they're not going to make it. But all you have to do is find your niche. Where do you fit? What have you got to work with? Because what you've got, it'll work. You just gotta work that thing. I got it. Go get it. Accept it with love. Endure it with patience. Return it with force.